There it is. Now, what exactly I end up doing right now is going to depend entirely on what the server time is. Is there something I want to use, but if it's not currently available, then I'll have to just do something else for a little bit. I'll find out real soon. I'm also going to turn the music back on. Yes. First things first. Might help if I click into the window. Ooh, good, perfect. This'll do. Oh, would you look at the time? It appears to be laser o'clock. Most ideal, Iowa. Alright, let me actually make sure I had the mag timer ready, because I have another little bastard that I've been feeding. Just need to grab it out of the bank. It's in here somewhere. There it is. See, I've already got dimates on my person, so that should be fine. Yes, turn on the mag timer, and away we go. This is Phantasy Star Online. It's an old-ass video game, but it's one that I like. And well, since it happens to be laser o'clock, it's gonna be very easy for me today. Ah, yes. I do still love it when things are easy sometimes. So that little number that I'm covering it up. Well, more specifically, Calculator's covering it up. But there's server time that's either even numbers or odd numbers. When it's even numbers, this happens. Makes things a little bit easier, to say the least. Behold, laser o'clock! I think I fully understand why people have been farming this particular weapon of late. It seems pretty good. Oh, get over here. On the wrong time, its special attack instead is just Berserk. This arena is also pretty good. It does a good chunk of damage to one target, but it's kind of nothing compared to raining down death from the heavens, you know? It's a bit better at single-target deeps, but not so much multi-target. It's a bit stupid. It has perfect accuracy for a start, which is completely ridiculous. Because it's a spell instead of an actual attack, so it doesn't have to worry about accuracy. Which leads to how disgusting it is. First time I've actually ever had a weapon of this strength before. I can see the appeal. Alright, come here, little fellas. Gather on up. I need you all in range of the giant orbital laser. It's fine. Shall deal with that one later. Pay no mind of the giant laser beam of death. The mag is hungry. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same, because I'm pretty sure at this hour yesterday it was not laser o'clock. Oh, yeah, take that, bird. You think you can get me? I don't think so! It even kind of makes sense when you think about it. The laser only works at certain times. Because there's gotta be a satellite in range, right? Best part is, since it's technically a spell, it goes through the damn lizard's gun immunity. You normally can't shoot him unless you hit him from the back or the side, which is not really possible in single player. Yeah, this thing's dumb. I kind of love it, but it's still dumb. It's literally the only weapon I need while the laser's going. I have all these other cool weapons. They're garbage. Compared to just shooting an orbital laser for the time being. Gotta get this guy to inch over this way so I can hit them both at the same time. I don't think the enemies appreciate laser o'clock very much. It's a very special time of day, you know? I gotta understand that it's laser o'clock. Yeah, the first digit has to be even for the laser to work. So whatever that translates to. And right now we're at, 856. Oh, listen to the sound of all those lasers. It's so beautiful! And so deadly. Alright, have your food. Eat on up. No, it has to be the first digit. Like the 100th digit, not the ones. So it stays on for like a couple of hours at a time. And then there's a couple of hours where you can't use it. It's weirdly specific. Where do you think you're going, birds? It's so good against the birds. It's nice to actually have a good way to get rid of them. Yo, Shallon, I see your internet is up and running in the new place. Everything at the final bit of the move goes smoothly. Actually, now the cackle baby's out of the way. You can see the time right over there. Oh, you haven't moved the PC yet. Oh, that's always an endeavor. Getting the PC from one spot to the other and getting it set up. At this point, moving my PC is a grand endeavor because I just have so much shit for the stream. No. Bad bird. None of that. Whatever it dropped is in the cactus. I ain't getting that. I only just recently discovered that you can actually have an entire alternative bar for 1 through 0 as well. Although having your photon blast charge gets rid of that too, so it's not exactly the most convenient thing. Oh, hey, did somebody find another Heaven Striker? Oh, Daylight Scar, okay. That's a cool set of daggers. Except they're freaking massive, so I don't know if dagger is the right word, but that is the weapon class they are considered. A little bit busy at the moment, Mag. I'll get to you in a second. Okay, that's good enough. Photon dropped. Bird, could you kindly, like, get back in the actual playing area? Thanks. Ah, the process of dismantling the desk. Oh. Hopefully it all goes as smooth as possible, at least. My Ranger's always so broken. God. Makes me jealous. I normally played Hunters. So, you know, the guns get a little bit insane when you actually manage to get them. That ass Stark appears to be having fun over there. Are you good? You okay? You seem to be having some difficulty with the whole, like, moving thing. Here comes the jump. Let me turn. There we go. Yeah, getting the actual good weapons is a pain in the ass. But once you have them... Alright, nothing much worth selling in that batch. God, it's nice not having to deal with these things. Before I'd have to pull out the Soul Eater and deal with them this way, but... laser. Ah, hello! No, why do you do this to me? The mag is always hungry. None can stop its ravenous maw. I'm basically just making a mag so my other character that happens to use guns can use this laser. I'm gonna have to share it, because I mean I only have the one, but I mean, I'll have two at some point. Maybe. It's pretty rare. I'd set up the old bird repellent. Doesn't seem too interested in flying in right now. There it goes. One of the best guns for a Rummarl actually requires you to do challenge mode, which very much needs 3 friends. It is not something you can do by yourself. I don't even want to have this Proton Blast. I'll just burn it on the next enemy group. Which I believe is 2 cars, so that'll do. Yeah, there we go. Hi there. Catch one of these. Oh, it's so glorious! So glorious! Bird, are you stuck in the geometry again? You sure are. Poor little Raffy's always trying to get away. Delicious healing. Alright, take that and that. Nah. I'll do some of that. Just in case. Mag feed in there. Yeah, they slipped a lot of the old, like, original Phantasy Star songs as little bits of it in some of the PSO songs. Like, I know the VR Temple area has some of Phantasy Star 1's dungeon theme in there. They just kind of sneak it in. These little bits. I mean, of course, this is the first Phantasy Star Online, so they hadn't quite gone all in on the PSO side of things, and they still respected the original games. And the new stuff is just all about frickin' generic MMO shit. Cars! Hey, how's it going? I can't see a damn thing, but it doesn't matter. Alright, everything's dead. Great, fantastic. Quick restock run. The mag is hungry and shall soon require additional feeding. I'm on the shared bank right now. Alright then, I have this and this. Continue. Probably nice just how smoothly this quest goes when I can just summon endless lasers. You have no hope! Dodge this! I do love how they made Summit Rapids just be randomly big in Ultimate for no reason. No difference in stats, no difference in drops, no difference in nothing. They're just big sometimes. Oh, there's a car there. Well, I'm gonna run over this way now. There we go. Birds! Ring of Fire still deals with most needs of the avian nature. Just being able to stop them from swooping at you makes a big difference. 'Cause my god, are they annoying otherwise. Which is why basically all forms of droids have such a hard time with them, because they can't really stop them. Although I guess if they could wield the twin blades, that would be an option. Because that allows even droids to make rings of fire. Small ones, but I mean it works. Interestingly, this quest has these hidden buttons, and their only purpose is to summon a car. Like the one that's about to appear in 3, 2, 1. Oh, my face. Oh, don't dash again, come on. Would you get over here? I'm looking at it when one of the rare versions of them drop, so I kind of need to try to make as many appear as possible. Oh, music disc. I wonder which one that is. Now's not the best time there, Mag! I'll get you to it in a second! I just gotta shoot down some buzzards first. Oh, for heaven's sakes, get over here. Come on! Come and get me! Damn it! I actually wanted that drop. No! I should give you a Armada battle. I have no idea what the source of this song is, but okay, off it goes. Sounds like Skies of Arcadia? Ah, son of a bitch! I'm expecting a bird. There's one. The funny thing about the laser is your attack power doesn't even matter. Since it's considered a spell, it's actually your mental strength that affects the damage! Which makes me think this weapon's not going to be very good in the droid's hands. I'm noticing a strong bias here against the droid rangers. I imagine its base damage is fine, but like, probably doing a bunch extra just because of the particular class I'm using. Let's wrangle up the other ones. If I'm gonna bother using the laser, I'm gonna use it efficiently. Yeah, this is PSO. Grab the bird repellent. Success! I heard it crash into it. Some more bird repellent. See that in just a sec. There we go. Get the buffs back up, run through here. And this is where you normally get jumped by these, but I know where they are, so set up the repellent. You might have to ask Batman about the old shark repellent. Alright, after this group, I should probably go buy some more mag food. Although it seems to want something else. These time mates weren't really giving anything. It's at least a little bit unfortunate that everywhere in Episode 4 is a wasteland of some kind. Oh, it's that! Another photon drop. Good lord, that's 3 of them already today! This quest is partially randomized. I think this normally is actually, I don't know. Best way to play this in 2022, the Affinia server. Currently has the most quality of life stuff without completely overdoing it. It keeps things mostly vanilla with some nice quality of life touch-ups. Ah! Hello there! Thank you for the iframes there, Zabuda. Alright, come here. Ah! You know, Dorfin, you do your thing for a sec. I'm gonna feed the mag. Telios, you're very threatening. Look at you go. Anyways. from above, as they say. Yeah, this is a very nostalgic game for pretty much anybody who put very many hours into it. I mean, there really hasn't been anything like it since. Sure, there's technically sequels, but they're very different. Bird, what on the earth are you doing over there? Aside from missing. You good? You're kind of stuck, I see. The birds are so jank. Well, I mean, at this point, the private servers are just better anyways. It's kind of one of those situations where having the game in its original form is good, but this one fixed up a few issues. Like actually having it work on modern monitors really well. And the shared bank and getting rid of the whole damage canceling nonsense when playing multiplayer, which was always such a pain in the ass. I played PSO 2 for a bit, but mechanically it's just way too watered down is the best way to put it. Which is hilarious when you consider this game's own mechanics are not exactly the most thorough things, they're just deeper. The classic case of this has less, but you can do more with the less than you can with the other. Enemies are probably the big thing, though. Enemy design in the newer ones is just... it's so bland. All they do is just kind of try to smack you all the time. As opposed to having things like these goddamn birds. You know, real threats at every corner. So you have to handle it in slightly different ways. It's the old Doom situation where the entire enemy cast has something going for them. There's a use for every single one of Doom's monsters. Which is neat. It's very hard to design for, but it's neat. Did I actually buy more soul atomizers? I don't think I did. No, I did. Okay, good. Good job, brain that wasn't paying attention. That's my main beef with PSO 2. Then it's just like, what I'm doing right now, that's basically every class. You use one weapon and you just do the one move with it, and that's pretty much everything you do. Swapping weapons, madness. Multiple weapons from one class, madness. Or just really inefficient. Yeah, but then there was the whole Windows Store nonsense. It wasn't even just at launch either. It kept breaking as time went on, so there's really no point to use the Microsoft Store interface. I enjoyed what I played of it, it's just, it's not a game that's gonna last very long with me. Because it's all about weeklies, dailies. Can't even really hunt anything. They leaned a lot harder into the usual MMO shit, and that's just not what I was after. Firefly, yeah? The universe is a lot more upfront with its... Which is to say, it had a single-player story mode that was pretty bad. And then it had the online continuation of the story, which was even worse. So, I mean, it's not something you really have to worry about. And then PSO 2 comes along and it's just like, oh, you thought that was bad? What if it was dramatically worse? And so they did. Like, not just a little bit worse, dramatically worse. Do I need to fetch the list? Because it's a long list. It pretty much checks everything on the anime bullshit list. On top of that, it's incredibly boring since you have to sit through literal hours of cutscenes. Literal hours of cutscenes! All with insipid, pointless dialogue with unlikable characters. It's so bad! There's like one or two decent characters in there, but there's like 50 characters, so one or two ain't gonna save it. Oh yeah, there was that one instance of voice acting that was even worse than Zero's. What am I fighting for? So you know, it's a long list. I mean, if you wanted the full rant, you should have been there when I actually sat through most of it. Because they were handing out a cosmetic if you get through episode 2. And oh boy! Eventually, yeah! I eventually got through it. Eventually. I was freaking furious by the end of it because it was just so frustratingly awful. No, it's worse than that. They would have to trim out like 80 to 90% of the unnecessary cutscenes and actually make a story that makes any goddamn sense. Then maybe it would get passable. Emphasis on the word passable. I think Mega Man 8 actually had better voice acting. Because at least it was interesting. So yeah, I have a long list of these. Most of it can be boiled down to, it's way too freaking boring and makes no goddamn sense. And when you have literal, like, hours upon hours of that shit, oh god! Does it ever grind the gears? Oh, hello, Kai. Yeah, that's the thing. At least Mega Man 8's voice acting is, like, funny bad. Funny bad is better than just boring bad. At least I got a decent voice actor for that one psychopathic, female cast character. I can't even remember her name. Wasn't it like Lucy or something? All I can remember is her one character trait of being insane. Anything she actually does? Nothing. Oh, hey! Just one more encounter and then it's the boss. How bad was the SM3? It started fine, and then it decidedly was not fine whatsoever. One of those. I did some cool shit, though. Man, though, it's just so annoying, because, like, even Universe, in all of its stupidity, has a couple of remotely redeeming factors to its story. But not PSO 2. Not even one. I can't even think of one. I need some magic refill. I mean, it's fun to play, but the story is god-awful. Unless you really, really like boring, generic anime bullshit that makes no sense. For hours and hours and hours. Yeah, I enjoyed what I played of it. It's fine, it's a different thing. And I get why people would enjoy it. Gameplay-wise, it has a nice visceral, fast feel to it, which is, you know, pretty uncommon in the MMO zeitgeist at the moment. But it is easy to get burned out, since it's just dailies and weeklies and group quests, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's not a very easily localized game. Like, good luck making sense out of this crap. Alright, am I getting the rare boss, or is it just gonna be good old Shamby Bambi? It's Shamby Bambi. Very well. Very well, then. I mean, like, the open world version? I don't know. Do you like generic open world MMOs? In which case, you'll probably like that. God, this boss is just murdered with this laser. Look at this. Multi-segmented bosses do not have a good time. Wrong way. It's over here. Which quick girl coming on in with the party of 9? Welcome to Phantasy Star Online. The first one, episode 4. We're shooting sky lasers for a little bit longer. Alright, hang on, I'll be able to move in a second. Little bit longer. Little bit longer. Almost there. I'll be allowed to move eventually. Eventually. Okay, I can move now. Ooh, that was a double hit, are you serious? Yeesh. That could've killed me. Thankfully I have just enough health to survive that. Gosh, thank you for the 22 months! Good job, it's been a little bit more for us. Yes. So I just need to go ahead and chase down this last segment. Yep. Damn, it really was on one hit. Well, that's fine. It's gonna come back to the same spot, probably. Oops. A little too close to the wall. There we go. Nope. Alas, no rare enemies or good drops this time. Speaking of the anime. Freaking ending themes. They only got progressively more ridiculous. I don't want to level up the defense, but that is getting very close. A hero is you! You dealt with our bullshit final boss! I may like this game, but I'm still gonna give it a hard time for, like, all of its final bosses. I mean, Olgaflow's not bad, but the rest of them are just pure bullshit. Pure bullshit! I do care. But my god, this game does not have very good bosses. Most of them are pretty bad. What's wrong with balls? So Falls is extremely spammy with several moves that you can't dodge no matter how hard you try. Does set damage, so the only way you can actually defeat Falls is by having enough HP as opposed to any of your other defensive stats. And the entire soul-stealing gimmick at the end is so anti-multiplayer, it's ridiculous. Your party members are just gonna shoot it anyways, killing whoever happens to be soul-stolen. And you better hope they bother to revive you, because they're definitely not gonna be doing anything else with that. There's several forms of instant death that are in the last form of it as well if you're not careful. So you can just die for no good reason. Everything about the last form in general, where it keeps on going invincible and not invincible and invincible and not invincible, is especially terrible for droids who don't have spells to hit it while it's in its invincible form. So you have to rely on shitty special special attacks on things like burning rifles, which are awful and barely do any damage as well. It spends half of its time completely untargetable. The second form is even stupid because it just spins around the arena at high speeds and you have to hope it stays in one place long enough, so you spend most of the battle running after it! No! just those issues. It's not great. It's certainly flashy. It's cinematic. But it's a shitty fight. It's actually better on normal mode when the final form doesn't exist entirely. Beware loaded questions! Because you never know. Let's see, in terms of actual good bosses in this game, the dragon's fine. Honestly, Dayrelay's fine. It's kind of dumb for anybody that isn't for hunters, though, because you have to sit there and wait for it to get on the raft. But I mean, at least you have the option of shooting it. Let's see. Voloft is fine, but also kind of just embarrassingly weak. So that one is take it as it goes type of thing. I'm kind of actually worried about giving this thing an F. You know what? I'm going to give it a Monomate instead. Hang on. I don't want to risk giving this thing any more defense. Yeah, there we go. Barbaray is actually a problem because, unlike Dayrelay, it spends most of his time untargetable underneath the water. Thankfully, it goes down particularly fast, but unfortunately, since you can't bloody target it for most of the fight, it's just kind of boring. It's fine. It's really biased towards Rangers to a ridiculous degree, because unlike Dayrelay, Barbaray only stays on the raft for a very short period of time, making it just an absolute pain in the ass for anybody that happens to be playing a hunter. The Gall Dragon's actually really interesting, although make sure to bring Cure Freeze or you're gonna get one shot. I kind of like the Gall Dragon. It's neat. It's neat. Gall Griffin's definitely neat, but suffers a lot of the difficulty hit for most of the fight. But it's still neat. Has a lot of mechanics that are interesting. I mean, most of them are at least fine. I'd say in terms of an actual good boss, there really isn't one of them at all. They're all kind of really jank in their own way, but probably the closest one is the Gall Griffin. Not the Gall Griffin, the Gall Dragon. But you'd have to get rid of its stupid attack where it jumps up into the air, spinning around violently, spitting out projectiles randomly. Because unlike the breath, you can't actually reliably dodge that. So sometimes you just get hit by a freeze ball and die. So, you know, you pretty much need Cure Freeze for that one to go smoothly. So that was my rants for today about video game design, I guess. The dragon's fine. Like the original one, it's meant to be the easy introductory boss and it gets the job done. Although all of its burrowing around definitely gets old. Yeah, I do remember that particular quest. The one scientist who didn't used to hide, so he just dies immediately. Good luck keeping him alive as a droid. At least you can heal him as other characters, but as droids, hope you don't run out of star atomizers. Droids have a hard time versus most bosses. Yeah, episode 3 was on the GameCube as well. It's one of those things, especially the bosses with undodgeable, spammy attacks. See everything about the episode 4 boss, holy shit. A droid just does not have a good time because they're gonna get hit. You can't dodge it, so you're just gonna get hit. It does set damage, so you can't even equip like defense or anything for it, because it just pierces all of your armor anyways. So it becomes a race between the boss's health bar and your healing supplies. It's really stupid. And That's another reason why Falls is bad, by the way. Either way, though, that is going to do it for today's stream.